way we use the cards from Magic to put them in Magic Puzzle Quest is we look at each of them and look at the cards in regards to the set, in regards to each other, to the color, the rarity, the theme, the artwork, the story, and then we try to keep as much of the essence of the card as we can and remove what cannot go in Magic Puzzle Quest and try to keep the card as fun as we can. You acquire new cards in the game by coming back for your daily reward, by participating in events, completing story mode challenges and objectives. When you have enough resources, you can go in the shop and buy these booster packs. Booster boxes are your thing, with more chance of mythic rares, of course. The way the sorting mechanic works in Magic Puzzle Quest is that the top most cards that you have will always be the one filled next by the mana that you earn and will be cast whenever it's ready to fire up. But of course, you want control over that. So aside from the 10 cards that you build your deck with, when you're outside the game, when you're inside the game, you can reorder those cards. So whichever card is filled first is going to fire up first, so creature or spell, it's in your control.
One of the card combinations that I'm using right now is Heavy Infantry, which is a pretty common card, and then using it with Mighty Leap to give it flying and power so it can take a really big chunk out of the opponent's life.
I love playing Chandra aggro deck. Like basically, I use a lot of the reinforced mechanic, which basically means that creature cards will stack on top of the other when they have the same name to create one big creature. And then I use the typical Chandra burn spells to control the battlefield. Of course, you have to win before your opponent can have big defenders hitting the board. How competitive are you? Because strategy in Magic Puzzle Quest is really up to you. If you want to just go for the story mode, you can have a very casual experience, very relaxed. And if you want to feel more competitive, you can go and compete in events for the top spots on the leaderboards with according prizes.
One of my favorite spells in the game is the Sword of the Animist. It's a support spell that powers up your creatures and also has board control, so it shakes up the board and makes sure that you always have mana matches available.
Favorite spell is hands down Infinite Obliteration. The name is awesome. It removes 2 cards from your opponent's end. When you play the game, you're going to see how strong that is.
Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest is now available on your mobile device.